clutch is a device that transmits power from the engine down to the driveline, as well as facilitating a smooth uptake of drive and providing a temporary neutral. Now, while it lives down in the case down there, we all know it's operated on the handlebars up here, and there's two main kinds, hydraulic and cable. The Honda here, she's on a cable, but unfortunately, we've got quite a nasty kink down there. Now, that's nothing to do with whips, although we do have a chain, but it does mean we have to change it. While it's not going to cause too much of a snag overriding my hand pressure, it may cause restriction engaging back on the clutch and either provide a horrible slip or possibly a false neutral. Neither of which is good in a racing scenario, so we need to get it changed. It's quite a simple job and a fairly cheap part. Let's get down to it. So you can see here, down by our kinky cable, we've got the cable retainer, and down here is the actual clutch operating lever. We need to undo these two bolts. On the Honda, one's a 12, one's a 14. We'll just crack them off. Once they're loose, it should give you room to slip the nipple out of the lever. We'll take that nut right off the end, which allows us to slip the cable out. Now what that'll do is give us some slack in the sheath up here. As it happens, we've got quite a lot of room. If you didn't and couldn't clear the adjuster, you need to wind it in as far as you can, but so that the slot all lines up. You can then pull back on the cable, move it through the slot, and take the nipple out of the bottom. And on the Honda here, we have a cable tie just to retain. And the cable will come out. Now while the part should be right, believe it or not, parts departments do contain real live humans. So it's always worth checking because mistakes can be made. We'll make sure that this one very sticky. So the new one is the right length, the fittings and threads all look the same, and it's going to go on. Although it wouldn't be too much of a nightmare to take it back off if it was wrong, it's best to check beforehand. So first of all, what I'm going to do is route the cable up where it was through before we attach both ends. At the bottom end, we'll take one of the nuts right off and over the end of the cable. Pass it through the cable retainer and put the nut back on. We'll then slip the nipple into its home on the actuation lever. And pull it a little bit tight. Now we've got a little bit of free play there, not too much. We'll take a bit of that out up at the top end. Up at the lever, we're then going to screw the adjuster back and take some of that slack out of the cable. And then recheck the free play at the bottom. So there's still a little bit of movement. We know it's not going to drag on the clutch, but you haven't got a massive pull until you're actuating. Beautiful. And that's it. Quite a simple part, but definitely a critical one. And one more thing ticked off on the Honda before the season starts. There's still plenty more to come, so if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Drop a like down, I really appreciate it. And of course, if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments down below. Ride safe, not slow. I'll see you next time.